So Ruben, how do you reflect on that result?
I think it's a little bit a reflection of our moment, our season. We start really well. We control the first 30 minutes, and then throw-ins, corners, push us a little bit back. They had the goal, the second goal with Mata on the floor, also difficult to assess. But then when the second half we are near the draw, we suffer one goal and then disconnect, suffer another goal, and then we have to push back. We fight back. 4-3. We were near. We are trying to at least win 1 point. In the end, we couldn't do it.
Despite the result, for our younger players, there's probably some very valuable lessons that they've learned from being involved in this today. How much is that going to aid their development?
It's really important. They are getting experience playing for Premier League. So we have to take the good things. It's really hard to take good things in this kind of moment, but we know the context, and that is the most important. We understand the mistakes in this moment, and the kids are learning, and they played really well. I took Tyler because he was suffering, not because of him. I think we need to in these moments to help the young kids. He did everything well.
It was heartbreaking seeing Matthias Stillett come off with an injury. Do we have any news on him? How is he?
I don't know. We'll check. I'm more concerned. I'm not concerned about Thursday or whatever. I'm concerning about. I hope is a small issue because I'm concerned not in these games but also in the squad for the next year.
And finally, the fans were in full voice.
Important for us.
So Mason, a tough defeat. What's your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, tough to take. I actually thought we started the game well. We spoke before the game, the first 5-10 minutes, how we need to start aggressive because we know they're going to put pressure on us and long balls and long throw-ins. We kind of spoke about that before the game, so we knew it was coming. I thought we started it well. I was proud of the lads that the first 5-10 to start the game, aggression, creating a few chances, and obviously getting the first goal was important for us. And just a few details here and there that we should have be ready for because we knew it was coming, and that's something we can learn from there.
Well, you did score, and congratulations on that. You looked delighted when that happened. You scored previously here as well. Did it feel good?
Yeah, no, it was good. Obviously, I've been biding my time, and I'm working at my minutes for the last few months. So to come and start the game today was a big moment for me, and getting on the score sheet was important. So yeah, I'm happy with that. It's been a long time, so yeah, it was a proud moment for me. But as a team, I wanted to win the game, and we wanted to win the game coming here. We can take a little bit at the end, coming back and trying to fight back to get the win and get the draw. But as I said, little details here and there that we need to look at and we can work on.
I know you might not have had full chance to go and speak together as a group after this game, but what's the mood in camp? Because as you said there, the players were fighting back for everything at the end, and it's the fight on. It's obviously a huge game next week.
Yeah, there's a huge game coming, but today was the most important game, and the lads that started and everyone that travelled here today, we wanted to win this game, and that's what we spoke about before. Trying to play well, trying to create chances and score goals, and we left a little bit too late, and then the position that we were in, it's difficult to come back from. So yeah, tough one to take, but yeah, we now look to Thursday and a huge game at home.
A huge game, and what do you and the rest of the players need to do before that to make sure you're recovered in time? Because it is a massive game, as you heard, the fans were excited for it.
Yeah, we'll do everything we can, recover, get ready, be prepared. Look at the game as it's 0-0. It's a massive game at home. The atmosphere, we know what happened last time. Obviously we played at home, so yeah, we'll attack the game. We know what we need to do. We want to get ourselves in the final, so yeah, we know it's going to be a tough game, but we'll be ready for that.
Manchester United's narrow 4-3 defeat to Brentford at Old Trafford has reignited serious questions about the direction of the club under Ruben Amorim. It wasn't just the scoreline that stung, it was the lifeless performance, the confused tactics, and the emotional collapse that followed. One of the most striking images of the night was Mason Mount, walking alone down the tunnel, clearly emotional and on the verge of tears. The midfielder, who has faced criticism since joining from Chelsea, seemed to carry the entire weight of the defeat on his shoulders. Sources close to the club revealed that Mount apologized to fans in the tunnel, visibly distraught and frustrated. For many, his breakdown symbolized something deeper than just a bad result. It exposed the emotional fracture within the squad. Ruben Amorim, still adapting to the Premier League's brutal pace and pressure, looked shell-shocked on the touchline. His post-match comments, "We didn't fight hard enough. That's on me," were honest, but also revealing. Amorim has been hailed for his philosophy and energy, but when it came down to decisive moments, his substitutions were baffling. Removing Alejandro Garnacho with 15 minutes to go, while trailing, left fans furious. Garnacho had been one of the few bright sparks in a dull attacking display, and taking him off felt like giving up the fight. United's performance was lethargic, uninspired, and disjointed. Brentford, by contrast, played with urgency and hunger, pressing with purpose and defending with discipline. For all their budget limitations, they looked like the team with more belief. Manchester United, despite the millions spent and the world-class facilities, looked lost, a collection of individuals rather than a unit. The result pushes United out of the top six and casts further doubt on their trajectory under Amorim. Fans, once hopeful about a new era, are now divided. Social media erupted after the final whistle, with some calling for patience while others demanded change. The club's identity, once rooted in passion and relentlessness, now seems clouded by inconsistency and tactical confusion. Yet in all the disappointment, Mount's emotional reaction offered a small glimmer of hope. It showed that some players still bleed for the badge, still care deeply about what Manchester United stands for. But caring is not enough. This is Manchester United. The standards are higher, the spotlight harsher, and the pressure relentless. There is still time to course correct, but the clock is ticking. Words and apologies will no longer suffice. What the fans demand now is action, on the pitch, from the manager, and throughout the club. Because if this team continues to drift, the next headlines won't just be about heartbreak. They'll be about collapse.